Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Uber Earl. So, what we're going to talk about today is what I highly recommend that you do on day one. Day one meaning that you've already been approved to drive and you're ready to go. So, by now, what you should have done was you've gone ahead, you signed up, you submitted all the proper identifications and documents in order to drive, your driver's license, proof of insurance, proof of registration. Depending on what state you live in, you may have to get your car inspected, and then of course you got to wait for the background check. So that's the waiting period. It took about 2 weeks for me to get my background check, so it doesn't mean it's going to take 2 weeks for you. Every Uber driver is different. So let's say you've gone through all that already, and now you finally get that email from Uber saying that you've been approved to drive. So now what do? Well, what I highly recommend that you do is this. While you're waiting for the background check, what Uber is going to do is they're going to send you some emails. That's after they've approved your driver's license picture, your car registration, and your car insurance. While they're waiting for the background check, they'll send you an email telling you how to use the app. And you're going to get a video demo on how to accept a trip, complete a trip, and cancel a trip. I highly recommend that while you're waiting for the background check to come through, that you view that demo. It's very important. You need to learn how to use the app. I watched it several times while I was waiting for my background check, so by the time I drove, I pretty much had it in my head how it worked. So while you're waiting for the background check, I highly recommend that you do that. View that video demo on how to use the app. You need to do that. So now, when you get that email, hey, you're ready to drive, and on day one, you're excited and you're ready to get on the road. So now what do? Well, this is what I did. I didn't want to start out, boom, straight out the gate, working a long day, making all this money. I just wanted to take a few rides to get my feet wet so I can learn how to use the app. So, for example, I wanted to start fresh the following Monday, get my first full week started. So the Thursday before that, I only took 2 trips. Made like $6 and change that day, but it wasn't about the money. It was about learning how to use the app. So I was sitting at home and I turned the app on and boom, got my first ping. And I was so excited, I went to catch it and I missed it. My son was with me, he was watching me, supporting me, he said, Dad, hurry up, you missed it. So I missed my first trip, learning experience. So I waited for the second one, and boom, I got the trip. So I went outside my car and went on ahead and did the trip. So I felt very comfortable. It was a short trip, and I felt very comfortable because I saw how to use the app. I saw how to start a trip. Well, first accept the trip, start the trip, and complete the trip. So that was a good feeling. So shortly after that, I got another ping, and I was more comfortable with using the app because I already used it the first time and I completed the trip, and then I went home. So next day was a Friday, I did the same thing. I did about 2 trips. So Saturday and Sunday I didn't work, but by the time Monday came around, I was comfortable with using the app. And even though I used the app twice already for trips, I still went on ahead and watched the video demo again to keep it fresh in my mind how to use the app. So again, in review, what I highly recommend that you do is once you've submitted all your documentation and you're waiting on a background check, Uber's going to send you a video demo on how to use the app. I highly recommend that you watch that demo. Watch it as many times that you think you need to. Get it ingrained in your head because it's very important to learn how to use the app. And then when day one comes, you're ready to drive. Unless you need to start out the gate and, make quite a few bucks that day, then do what you got to do. But if you don't, just make a couple of trips the first day to get your feet wet, just to see how to use the app. And then when you're comfortable, whether you're ready to go at it part-time or full-time, and then when, your first day when you really want to drive and go out there and make the amount of money you want, you're comfortable because you learned how to use the app. So that's my tip for today. Again, I'll be adding more videos with more tips and my experiences about being an Uber driver. So, see you later.